Hey everybody, welcome to The Sticker. My name is AJ and this is my behind the scenes video series where I tell the stories behind the stickers I've collected on my camera case. And today I want to talk about a recent trip that took me to Orlando, Florida.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go!
One of my favorite clients hosts an annual conference down in Orlando, and this year they asked if I could come down and set up a studio space where some of their guest speakers could come and record their presentation for product delivery. So they would deliver it on the main stage and then come to the studio space to record it again. So there are multiple wins here for me. I'd get to work with one of my favorite clients. I'd get to listen in on the teachings of some very smart people in a studio setting, and it was all right across the street from Disney World. So sign me up for that. Now, you could put me and my family in the category of Disney people. Erica and I worked at Disneyland during college, and our kids have been enough times that they could probably give the VIP tour in the parks in Florida at this point. So traveling from Atlanta to Orlando is very familiar territory for me. In fact, I know how easy it is just to take the shuttle from the airport to all the surrounding, hotels around Disney World. So I booked that, and yes, me and my Pelican cases were on the bus with all the families headed to their vacations. When I got to my hotel, I tracked down all of the gear that I'd shipped to myself in advance. There were 10 boxes of lights, stands, batteries, tripod, teleprompter, sound equipment, all that support gear, everything but the camera, because I always travel with that. Just in case something goes wrong with the shipment, I can always shoot or film because I always have at least the essentials with me, the camera and lenses. The hotel suite that we secured for filming was beautiful, but anytime you have a wall of windows, that makes lighting a challenge. And so fortunately for me, I'd done enough research to know what the space was going to be like and that I was going to need a lot of lighting power. So fortunately, I was prepared. Hey everybody, it's AJ, and I've got a behind the scenes look for you because I'm going to show you how I made this hotel suite look as good as you're seeing it right now. Camera is there, and I've plugged it into the hotel TV via a HDMI cable across the floor. Of course, it wasn't long enough, but it's plugged in. This is the view from the camera. You can see the tape mark on the floor where the talent will stand. We've got some very big, bright lights in here. These things are awesome. They look like regular bulbs because you can plug them into a socket of a lamp, but they're battery powered and they're fully controllable. So I can get all the color and brightness and everything I need out of those. These little aperture lights are awesome. They're bright and just really great for accenting in little places. I'll show you where I used them. This is where one of those little aperture lights comes in handy because I actually put one, they're magnetic, so I put it up in this lamp to make this lamp even brighter, so it shows up on camera better. And of course I'm using them for accents in little places too. I've got my big light source over there, but I needed just a little fill, so I just attached two of them over there. This is super janky, but necessary. It's the bedding in this hotel suite that is covering up the refrigerator because the refrigerator is loud, but it's bolted in and I cannot unplug it, unfortunately. So cover it up. All the fine tuning of lighting and furniture and all that in this hotel suite actually makes it look like a pretty nice set. So happy with how it turned out. Now, all of the filming sessions happened over 2 days and they went great, and I was able to capture some really great and beautiful content for the client. Like I said though, Disney World was right across the street, so when work was done, I had to sneak over and at least soak up a little bit of the magic. So I grabbed a lift over to Disney Springs and had dinner at one of our favorite burger places, and then waited in the famously long line for the even more famous cookies at Gideon's Bakehouse. Now, they are half-pound cookies of pure deliciousness, and I've never been disappointed in any of the flavors. This month's specialty flavor was like a spicy chocolate fudge with cherries in it. Yeah, it was good. So I picked up the cookies for my whole family and had to keep that box safe until I got back home to Atlanta. I went on a bit of a Disney transportation adventure. So I rode a Disney bus to a Skyliner station, which is their gondola system, and rode that just for fun to another station, and then got on another bus to the Polynesian Resort. This is the entrance to the Magic Kingdom. Well, technically it's the ticketing and transportation center, and I'm trying to get to the Polynesian Resort, which apparently you can walk to from here, and you can see the fireworks from there. So I'm trying to get there. Yeah, the fireworks are in exactly 14 minutes, and I don't know how far the walk is, so hopefully I make it. So I got to watch the fireworks and hear the music. So my hotel, I could actually see the fireworks from my hotel, but they were itty bitty and you couldn't hear the music. So I went on this entire adventure so that I could enjoy the immersive experience of it. And they sell a Dole Whip, float at this hotel. It's the only place you can get it outside of the park. Apparently, I didn't even know you can get it here. So I got my Dole Whip. And that was enough Disney for me on this trip. I just needed a little bit before heading back home. So I'm honored to have been asked to be a part of capturing great content for a great client. And the bonus of some time on Disney property was just the icing on the cake. Oh, and I came home with a box of Gideon's cookies. Every time I travel, I like to eat somewhere local or at least unique, something that I don't have at home. And on this trip, it was those Disney places that were unique. I'd had them all before, but I'm still gonna rate them. Gideon's Bake Shop is my favorite cookie place of all time. I think it is 5 stars for me. The cookies are just massive. We've never had a bad flavor. The line is always worth waiting in. I mean, I even brought home an entire box of them for my family. So 5 stars for Gideon's Bake Shop. D-Luxe Burger is our burger place in Disney Springs that we like. I give it a 4 stars because the burger is a 4-star, worth 4 stars in my opinion. The fries are average, but it's the garlic ranch dipping sauce that if we were rating it only on the sauce, it'd be like 10 stars. Like the dipping sauce is completely worth it. So D-Luxe Burger was awesome. And then of course the Dole Whip float from the Polynesian, I'm giving it 5 stars. The Dole Whip float always tastes the best when you're in the park and it's hot and you're tired and it's super refreshing. So that's not what this one was. This was more just like a dessert for the fun of it, but it's still one of my favorite treats at the park.